morning. Well, it's mid-morning. It's almost 11. Buster just woke up. I've been up since James left, had my coffee, just been trying to figure out what I'm going to do today, put the face on. Buster just walked in. He's probably going to fuss at me about getting him a 318. Anyway, I'm having trouble. What? What? Okay, what I was saying. Now that I've taken care of him, I'm having trouble getting motivated. It's supposed to be rainy all week, hence, you know, it's already been raining here, but the sun's out now, but it's supposed to rain again. I don't know. Anyway, y'all, the willpower is taking me to stay out them thrift stores today, but I can do it. But I do have to run out. I've got to go buy an eyebrow pencil. Yes, I'm out of my eyebrow pencil. I had to use an old eyebrow pencil it's the wrong color. I don't like the shape of it. It's hard to use. I know the struggle is real. The eyebrow situation is real. So Walmart's out of it. So I'm going to have to run to Walgreens. So I'm going to do that in just a minute. But I'm also thinking about, I want to paint the window arch kind of thing that I have over the picture in my living room. I mentioned in my last video that I was considering painting it black and putting it in my dining room. And I just cannot get that out of my head. I think that's what needs to happen. So I'm thinking about doing that today. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Now see this spot right here, right? Okay. Imagine if the item I'm going to show you is painted black and hanging there. So let me show you the item. That right there. I just cannot get that out of my head. I think that's what it needs. I think it's in the wrong place over the picture. I'm not liking it with that picture. And I'm going to take it down and I'm going to paint it black. I'm going to lightly distress it. Probably go over the black with some antique wax to kind of go with kind of everything that's going on over here in my dining room. So that's probably what I'm going to do. What do y'all think? Well, y'all can't really answer that right now because I'm going to do it and then I'm going to hang it up there and then I'll show y'all and then y'all can tell me what y'all think. Because I can always paint it back, but I think I've got to do it. I can't get it out of my head. I think it's got to happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up my dishes that are clean. Kitchen's kind of clean. I got my stuff laid out, defrosting what I'm going to cook tonight. And I'm going to run to Walgreens real quick because Walmart's out of my eyebrow pencil. Hopefully they have it. Buy my eyebrow pencil, get home, and start working on that project. And I also have to make up my bed, and I got to swap over a load of laundry to the dryer. So that's what's going to be happening today. Also, a little update on my lifestyle change. Y'all know I don't like diets. I did really well this weekend. Saturday was tough. Saturday was one of those days where I could have easily fell off the wagon, but I didn't. I stayed strong. But it lets me know that I got to be a little more prepared for the weekend and have, you know, some stuff here that I can grab that won't be as bad. You know what I mean? So I made it through. I weighed this morning and I lost 0.6 ounces. Was I bummed? Yes. Because I really felt like I lost more than that. But that's okay. A loss is a loss and I'm going to take it. At least I didn't gain 0.6 ounces. You know what I'm saying? So I'm feeling better and that's the most important. I'm feeling much better, just kind of cleaning up what I'm eating. I'm not depriving myself. If I want it, I will eat it. I will just have to be accountable for it. And, you know, I'm just overall just feeling better. So we got this. Thank y'all for sharing. different things that y'all do, sharing different items you buy. Like somebody mentioned the same little popsicles that I have, that the coconut ones taste like pina colada. I'm not a huge pina colada fan, but I'm going to try them. It'll be something different. And then also my friend Melissa reminded me of the fudge bars are really good and not so bad when you're craving chocolate. And I'm a chocolate addict. I have to have chocolate. So, and another thing I do to kind of curb my sweet tooth, because y'all, sweets are my weakness, is I get the light Cool Whip and keep it in the fridge. And I just eat a couple tablespoons of that, you know, as I'm feeling the need. And it's only like 20 calories for 2 tablespoons. And it curbs that when I'm going, you know, when I'm craving something. So I'm not going to do without my sweets. And I will eat chocolate. And I will eat a Snickers bar if I want to. I'm just going to have to be accountable. But I know me well enough to know I've just got to be good for a little while. You know what I'm saying? I can't like sway right now. It's too soon. But anyway, so let me get the laundry switched over, get my bed made, and I'm going to run to Walgreens, and then I'm going to get back and we're going to work on this project so it can be drying and I can get it up on the wall and see what it looks like. Okay, I'm headed to Walgreens. Hopefully they'll have my pencil. I'm trying to figure out the closest one to go to my house. Yeah, there's one over there by the thrift store. I'm not even going to tempt myself with that one. Whew. Struggle's real. Anyway, I'm going to get to Walgreens, get back. Got my chores done for the most part. Waiting for the laundry to dry. And then I'm going to start painting that project. And we'll go from there. So I will touch base with y'all in just a little bit. Okay, so I just got back home. And here's what I did. I bought this. This is my favorite eyebrow pencil. And it is ridiculously high now. I remember when I started buying this, it was $6 something. And at Walgreens now, it was like $10.99. That's ridiculous for the amount you get. So, while I was in there, I picked up this Wet n Wild eyebrow pencil. And it was like $4. So I've never used it before. It's a soft brown, but it has the little tip like I like. So I said, let me get this and try this. Let me open it, see. Because if it's as good as this one for the price, it looks like it. So, and it's even got the little spoolie on the end. Hold on. So let me do like a little comparison. Let me open this other one. Because for the price difference, because even at Walmart, this, my favorite one is like $8. I mean, can you tell me which is which? This one is the L'Oreal, and this one is the Wet n Wild. This one right here. So they look the same. They both have the spoolie. They are literally the same length. So I will try out the Wet n Wild tomorrow because I know how well the L'Oreal does. I will try out the Wet n Wild tomorrow when I get dressed. And tell you what I think, because for about a $6 difference, I mean, you never know, it might be a great dupe for it. So I would definitely keep you posted on that. So now what I'm fixing to do, I'm starving. It is 11:50. So I'm going to make me, I think I'm gonna make me a wrap. I bought me some sliced turkey and ham to have on hand for lunch. So I think I'm gonna make me just a quick little wrap with one of my little wraps. I don't have any tomato to go on it, so it'll probably just be ham and turkey wrap. Maybe a little bit of cheese. But that's what's gonna be my lunch. And yeah, so that's what I'm gonna make. So I will show y'all that as soon as I get it done. Just a wrap, some ham, turkey, and cheese, and it's pretty good. All right, let me get finished eating and we're gonna start painting. Let's paint. Trusty apron. It's go time. I'm so excited. Hope it turns out like I envisioned. Y'all wish me luck.
If I could hear my father's voice, he would tell me to move on. He would say I'll be just fine. Yeah, he would tell me we have time, time to laugh and time to heal. Our favorite song is on repeat, drinking wine until the dawn, knowing soon we'll be back home. Ooh, I'm thinking about you. Ooh, I'm wishing that you knew.
Okay. I'm only gonna do one coat. It's not a very good coat. It's a rough coat, which is fine because then once it dries, I'm gonna go over it and I'm going to sand it lightly and distress it. And then I will be going over it with a dark wax because, let me show you why. This is the black and the browns and waxy color. My frame has the black and the brown color in it. So I just think doing the dark wax over this will just kind of help blend all of that together. So that's my plan. We shall see. Okay, so I originally went out, I took it outside on the back porch and I hit up the edges with this 60 grit sandpaper. Well, I messed up and kind of scratched up this part of it. Kind of see that right there, but it was really bad. So I brought it back in and I just kind of covered up those areas. I don't care that it looks messy because now that that's dry, you can see where I've kind of went over the edges with, I finally decided to scrap the 60 grit and I went with 150 grit and I just went around the edges. Some of it's more than the others. So now I'm going to take this wax from Behr. I'm out of my other wax, but I remembered that I had this. I had bought this at Home Depot when I was originally thought I was going to use it on the fireplace, which is, it's basically just an antique wax. Where does it say that on there? Forget where it says it. Oh, right there, dark antique, right there. I'm going to use my wax brush, and I'm just going to go over the whole thing, and I'm going to show you what the wax looks like. Let me see if I can get it open with just one hand. Hold on. It's basically just a dark wax. And I'm going to use this and just going to put it on there and then wipe it off. So let's get this thing started.
I'm thinking about you. I see that smile on your face. You told me about the hidden place, something in the atmosphere. You're always here, you always here. Time to laugh and time to heal. My favorite song is on repeat, drinking wine until the dawn.
That's what it looks like. And y'all, I love all this like imperfections. I love all that. I love it. So now that that's done, we're gonna hang it up there.
Knowing soon we'll be back home. Ooh, I'm thinking about you. And I'm wishing that you knew.
Are you ready to see what it looks like? Y'all, I love it. And this just goes to show how you can just shop your house. And I had everything. So now my next dilemma is, well, let me show you and then I'll tell you my next dilemma. Ta-da! What do y'all think? I love it, y'all. I think it is perfect there. Now, my only dilemma is, I think it needs a wreath on it, but I have a wreath right here. So do I take that wreath down, put it over here, and come up with something else there? Or do I just leave it as is until I can figure out what I'm going to put there? Or what? Suggestions, please. But I really love it. I love the way that fills in that space and it just kind of like finishes it off. Yeah, I do. I love that. I think where that wreath is, I should get, I don't know, something. I don't know what I would put there. I don't know. I'm just drawing a blank. I mean, I can always look at the thrift stores for something. But for the time being, I really, really love it. And then I'm loving the way that looks without it. I really do. So you will have to let me know your thoughts. But this is what you see when you come in. I just really, really love it there. How many times am I going to say really, really love it? I love when a plan comes together. I really do. Oh my goodness. Okay. So James and I discussed the table last night and we've come up with a plan for it. How to fix the other side that doesn't match and how we're just going to kind of customize it and make it our own. And we've got a plan. So we've got to wait until we're going to have a really pretty weekend. And he's basically going to rebuild this table and chairs for me. And then we're going to strip it down. And I'm going to redo it. And it will be perfect. Because right now, the sticky of it, I hate it. It is so bad, y'all. Like, I had some Walmart bags that had stuff in it for him that he was going to take to work with him. And so I set them on the table. And they were only there for one night. And I went to move them last night. And the blue off of the Walmart bags was stuck on the top of this table. That's how sticky the top of this table is. And I hate it. And I scrubbed it and got what I could off. But it's just ridiculous. It's just... Right now, I hate it, but when we get through with it and he customizes it for me, we're going to love it. So, it's pretty to look at. It's just not fun to touch. It's just nasty feeling. But, you know, it's okay. Live and learn. Live and learn. All right, so I've done that. I'm happy with that. I got the clothes folded while I was waiting for that to dry. And now I need to sweep my floors. That's an everyday thing, but I'll do that in a little bit. But for now, I guess I'm going to get over there and love on Mr. Buster. He's in the chair. It was thundering a few minutes ago. I think it's fixing to storm. So, yeah, it's just going to kind of just sit down and chill out, I guess. Just not going to the thrift store and having a thrift haul is not fun because then I don't have anything to play with decor-wise. But I did, yesterday I had all my little pillar candles. Let me show y'all. I took all my candles that were like this and I burn them. So they would look used and more authentic. So James got up yesterday morning and I had like 5 candles burning And he was like, what are you doing? I said, I'm just making them look more realistic, more like authentic. But I even took this one here and did the same thing. And I just like the way that looks better, that it's not so new, you know, and I did the same on my mantle. So, yeah, I'm steadily just moving stuff around, playing with my decor. It's like having a playhouse. When you was a little girl and you had a little playhouse, this is what having your house is like, just like a little playhouse where you can just play with all your fun toys and decor. I know we talk about men and boys, the difference between men and boys is the price of their toys. Same thing with us girls. It's just, our playhouse just got bigger. So, anyway, I will catch up with y'all in just a little bit. I will kind of show y'all what I'm doing for dinner. And it's real simple, basic, nothing extraordinary, but it's very filling and good, and we enjoy it. And then there's a couple of options you have with it, and I'll explain that when I go to cook. So I will talk to y'all in just a little bit. Okay, what I'm doing for dinner tonight is I have my hamburger patties. I have hamburger patties that I'm cooking here. I'm fixing to saute onions in olive oil here. And I will be making some brown gravy, and James can have like a hamburger steaks. And then I'm also going to be sauteing these green beans, and that is what's going to be for dinner tonight. Now, the options you have is you could easily make a hamburger wrap with these patties. You could crumble one up, put it on a wrap, put you some spinach, tomato, onion, you know, all that kind of stuff. That would be an option. Have hamburger steaks. Just go light on the gravy. That's an option. The way I'm going to eat mine is I'm going to eat the hamburger patties, the green beans, and then I put just a little bit of Heinz 57 sauce on my plate and just kind of dip my hamburger meat in that. And that's it. And it's so simple. It's so good. Very filling because you're getting lots of protein. And we got this meat from the little butcher shop. So it is really good hamburger meat. There's not a lot of fat in it. It's very lean, but it still has the flavor. So that is what I'm doing for dinner tonight, and once I get it all prepared, I will, you know, put it on the plate and show you. But that's just a few options you have. You could use these little brown gravy mixes, and they're not very many calories. It's like 20 calories for a tablespoon, and a couple tablespoons on top of your hamburger patty with some onion. Good to go. You can have a hamburger steak. So simple, easy. And got your, I'm going to be eating the green beans. These are very filling. They're hardly any calories. And yeah, that's it. That's what I'm doing. And I just want to add, before anybody comes for me, I am not on a diet. I am just kind of counting my calories, staying within a certain number of calories a day. I have talked to my doctor about what I'm doing. He said that works best for me, and I'm just kind of showing y'all because I was asked to kind of show y'all what I'm making and what I'm cooking. But you have to do what works for you. This works for us, and where I would normally, you know, eat a box of macaroni and cheese at night, which is totally not good for me, and I would still be hungry, and now I'm eating a well-balanced meal, but I'm staying within my calories. So, you know, you do what works for you. I'm not telling you this is going to work for you. I'm just letting you know this is what we're doing. So, just wanted to clear that up in case anybody thinks that it's not healthy or it's not diet food. Again, I say I am not on a diet. This is kind of a lifestyle change, and this is something that I can maintain, and it works for us. So there you go. So once I get all this cooked up and plated up, I will show y'all and let y'all see the finished result.